What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Machiavelli, and I'm back with another reaction video, man. So, as you guys know, I had to add the if you're an introvert, watch this to my watch later. So, about to react to that right now. So, without further ado, man, let's get it.
art, music, spirituality, politics, business, anything, any arena of life. You get into competition with the universe. Is there a chance to win this competition? No. You don't compete with the universe. You need to do little bit of yoga, otherwise your mind will get twisted out with all kinds of ideas, emotions and opinions. If you open it up a little bit, if you obliterate your boundaries of your individuality, it's very easy. So we found a way called yoga. Yoga means union. That means consciously you obliterate the boundaries of your individuality, so there is no such thing as you and universe, it feels like one. Because when you sit here, you see this person as a part of yourself, you have no nonsense about this one. Whether it's a man or a woman or a child or an animal, you have no problem. With everything you will communicate absolutely because you have opened up your boundaries. If you have concretized your boundaries, this is me, then with this you'll always have a problem. If it's a man, it's one kind of problem, if it's a woman, another kind of problem, it's an animal, other kind of problem. This is a cobra test. I'm putting some people through cobra test just to check if they're really at ease. I will tell you.
More than 3 decades ago, Jeff Anderson brought one of the first lawsuits against the Catholic Church and its high…
This may sound… I've been telling people, whether you are at complete ease with life or not, how to find out, somebody asked me recently, I said, we can give you a cobra test. Cobra test means, right from my childhood, I have been in the jungles of Western Ghats. In the wild, many of these animals, particularly if they're venomous, their way of perceiving life is through the chemistry. They're looking at your chemistry. If you show a little bit of anxiety, they will go for you, otherwise they won't.
That's what I've noticed. You know, people actually think that they're doing themselves some justice when, for example, we've all seen pit bulls, we've all seen Rottweilers, we've all seen big bumblebees. But if you show these type of, things that you're scared, of course they're gonna attack you. Because the first thing you're gonna do when you're scared is either run, for one, two, smack it out of the way and try to get away from it. And that just makes them even more attracted to you or attack you one. But if you just sit there, I even had to learn this like at a very young age, man. I'll never forget it. I was walking home by myself. At the time, I was only like 11 or 12 years old. And it was a Rottweiler off the leash. The owner, I'm guessing, didn't know that the dog had ran away. So the dog was just roaming around. He sees me. I see it, obviously. I see it. And I just keep walking. I don't run. I just stay calm. And lo and behold, the dog turns the other way and goes about his business. So that's the whole point of this, man. Like, when you guys are faced with wildlife like this and stuff like, dangerous dogs, etc., man, please avoid making any sort of, quick, like, I want to say, not logical, like, reactions. Like, don't do that, bro. Just stay calm. Like, if you stay calm, they'll be calm. You be cool, they'll be cool. But the moment you start moving and acting crazy just because you're scared, they might be scared and want to attack you because they don't know what you're on. That's how you have to look at it, man. But if you stay calm and just, take a deep breath and act like you're just not bothered by it, they'll go their own way. Promise you.
So if you can just pick up a cobra like this, not by holding it by its head and all that, simply
No,
like
don't
this.
do that.
And if he's not disturbed, that means you're at ease. If he goes for you, you are not at ease. In the jungle, by yourself, and food. So people always wondered, how does he survive for weeks? Well, I drank up a lot of honey. Honey, beehives are there. Beehives are always built on that branch of the tree where a bear cannot get. Western Ghats is full of sloth bears. They will go there and drink up the honey. So the bees will build it in such a branch where if the bear goes there, the branch will break because of its weight. So now I slowly creep up. I always kept a little extra tube on my petrol tube in my motorcycle, just 14 to 18 inches long plastic tube. I will go stick it into the hive and just drink up half a liter to 1 liter of honey. Just keeps me going for the day.
Come on with this, bro.
But the bees think I'm just one more big bee. If you show little anxiety, they will bite you. If 8, 10 of them bite you in your face, you will suffocate to death. If they bite you inside your mouth, even one will do, it'll kill you. But I always drank honey and I survived. They never ever bit me because they're looking at your chemistry. I can go and pick up a cobra anytime, he just comes to me. Huh?
Seemingly alive, all of them.
Of course she's asking if they're alive Is there any picture? Is there a king cobra picture? See, when I lived in jungles by myself, no outside support, the only technological equipment I have is a HMT watch, okay? And no phone, no torch, no nothing. So it's time you work upon bringing yourself to ease, not just with other people, just with life. The life that you are must be at ease. If you are not at ease, you will never realize your full potential.
You guys ever notice that, when you have these sort of anxieties or things that you're worried about when you meet someone new, you guys ever get tongue-tied? It's pretty much like that. Like, look at what he's talking about as if you're getting tongue-tied in a conversation with somebody that you've never talked to before. Whether if it's your first crush or whoever it is, job interview, anything. Putting yourself at ease is like the most important thing. I think what it usually is with human beings that we try too hard to get so much out all at once, or we're worrying about the worst case scenario, is that we're shaken inside. So it kind of comes out wrong, whether if that's verbally or physically. Like I say, when you're seeing a mountain lion or whatever, and you're walking home or you're walking to the bus stop, wherever you're walking to, of course your first initial reaction is to run or jump on top of somebody's car or whatever, or go hide inside the building. But a lot of cases, that's not really the right approach for the animal, for your safety, it's not, And then same thing when it comes to verbal, when you're talking to someone. You're so busy trying to, either be in a hurry to say what you're trying to say and get over it and get done with it so you can keep it moving, or if you just really never spoke to this person. But either way, it's an anxiety thing where you have to put yourself at ease. When you put yourself at ease and just take your time and just let things flow, you'll walk away a lot more happier and a lot more, the situation will turn out a lot more smoother, rather than you approaching this person or animal with your heart beating fast because you're worried about what the worst outcome is going to be. But if you just sit back, relax, don't even think about the outcome even being bad, you'll be just fine.
Above all, see, in every human being, there is a certain genius. But 99% of the people live and die without ever opening up the genius within themselves. If it has to open up, if the true potential within you have to open up, your life should come to ease. There is a whole science and technology called yoga, not just twisting and turning, approaching how to handle your body, how to handle your chemistry, how to handle your energies, how to handle your mental fluctuations. If you bring this to a certain level, you are at ease. When you are at ease, if there is this person, that person, animal, devil, whoever comes, you're at ease. You being at ease is most important. Otherwise, you will not experience life the way it is. In agitation, everything is distorted.
In another talk, Sadhguru tells us whether an introvert can be successful or not.
Helen Hansel was able to win any competition she took part in. She was known as the contest queen.
Also, he explicitly describes the difference between an introvert and an extrovert. Have a look.
Namaskaram Sadhguru. I am Alina Jacob, a student of third year architecture. My question is, we live in a society where people are where we find people who are extrovert and introvert in nature. So the people who are extrovert,
I like how he takes a minute to answer the question because he's really thinking about how to really word things. I like that, man.
See, you're able… So maybe they are not on the Twitter and Facebook and whatever, this doesn't mean they're introvert. They have a life of their own. We should not judge people like this. Now, one important thing, especially because you're artist, you're not in business program or something like that, I think you should look at life like this. You must see how to enhance this one. Enhance this one means not blow up your ego in a big way. Enhance the life that you are. Are you alive? Are you really alive? Or just a bundle of thoughts, emotions, ideas, prejudices, opinions? Most people are just this. Because of that, we make conclusions, this is an introvert, this is an extrovert, because without conclusion, you can't have a thought. When I say life, I'm talking about the life that you are. I'm not talking about your body, I'm not talking about the structure of your mind, I'm not talking about… See, when people say life, you are supposed to decipher. They could be talking about their home, they could be talking about their relationship, they could be talking about their car or their dog or something. My life means something. I am not talking about that, I am talking about the life that you are. You need conclusions and conclusions and conclusions about everything. Now I need to conclude, this is introvert, this is extrovert. Otherwise my thought every time freaks, okay, who the hell is she? But human faculty…
What does that tell you guys, man? The fact that somebody doesn't know you and they just want to draw some conclusion about you, even though they have no clue what they're talking about. But they need something to talk about, and you're it. Rather if it's because you're openly, conversive to someone, or if it's you're too quiet. All my years of going to school, everybody was like, "Oh, he's too quiet. He's too quiet. He's too quiet." I don't know if you guys ever experienced this, but it's like the class clowns get the most attention. The quiet ones are kind of like the ones that people don't really talk to or mess with like that. I wonder if school is still the same way as it was when I was going to school. Like, I don't know, man. It's just like damned if I'm being quiet or damned if I'm loud. Like, yeah, it is definitely like that, man.
faculties are such, I don't have to conclude, I can just look. This moment how she is, that's all that matters. Yesterday how she was, doesn't matter, isn't it? And tomorrow how she's going to be, you have no clue. Do not fix life, either yours or anybody else's. Do not fix it, because what you're calling as human life is a possibility.
Stop. Before you do any holiday shopping this year, you really have to see this. I'm gonna show you one simple trick that'll save
Says you should not be an artist.
I say it all the time, man. People act like, you know, everybody wants to be rich, everybody wants to be famous. Not speaking to those who don't want to be that, but I'm just saying, like, majority of people want to be rich financially. People want to have the nice cars, big house, which is fine. But a lot of those things, you have to ask yourself, what are you doing to get there? Are you really working hard to get there? Or are you just saying, or are you just talking? That's the big difference between people who really have that and what you want to have. Because the average person can sit up here all day and talk about, you know, I want a Lamborghini, I want a mansion, I want a house on the water, I want a beach house, whatever, right? But you're not doing anything to get there. This is what's separating people who just talk and people who do and talk after they've got it. That's the separation between the two. Like, you know, that's a real thing that he's talking about, bro. If you're not willing to go through the process of what it takes just to get to where you're trying to go, then it's probably not for you. I knew that when I first started doing YouTube, I was ready for the dislikes. I was ready for the negative comments. I was ready for all that. You sign up for things like this when, you know, you have a set goal to do something, or that you want to be somewhere in life over the course of time. It'll happen, but the question to you is, are you ready to put your best foot forward and go through the process, go through what it takes just to get to where you want to go? A lot of people aren't ready. It's easier for them to just talk about it rather than go through what they go through. On another note, man, you know, and that's another thing that, like, even on Instagram, I noticed the same exact thing, bro. I noticed the same exact thing on Instagram. When I look at rappers' car collection and the cars that they have in their driveway, these rappers get so many likes. So many likes, not just from other celebrities, from regular day-to-day people like you and me. They get so many more likes when it comes to them flashing their jewelry or their cars on Instagram. But when it comes to the rapper showing that they're in the studio working 7 days a week or 6 days out of the week, they don't get any likes. Not just from day-to-day people like us, but also even from other celebrities too. They don't get no likes, no loves, no none of that. But all that they're trying to show you is, hey, this is what I do 6, 7 days out of the week. And, this is how my house note or whatever gets paid for. The cars that I drive, this is how it gets bought. I'm in the studio, I'm working, I'm grinding. But a lot of people don't take the time to look at that, man. They just like to look at the trophies. They don't want to look at, the muddy and bumpy road that it took to get to that trophy or those trophies. It's crazy, man.
Yes. Process is an end in itself.
Yep.
Without devotion. I'm specifically using the word devotion because people think devotion means going to the temple, church or mosque. No. Without devotion, either in sport, art, music, spirituality, politics, business, anything, any arena of life, has anybody done anything truly significant without being absolutely devoted to what they're doing? Have they? No. So, particularly
Going back to it, I'm sorry to keep pausing you guys, but going back to it, when you guys go look at my video, I think it was a video that I did a while back called, I reacted to some video where this guy was pretty much going around to rich people's neighborhoods and houses, and he was asking them what they did for a living. If you guys watch that video, man, I think it was one lady on there that said, well, actually, not even just one lady. I think pretty much everybody in the video that this guy talked to, as far as asking them what they did for a living, everybody that he talked to that I've noticed, everybody had one goal to accomplish. Like, they set forth one goal. Because, like, this thing about everybody nowadays, everybody wants to be great at every single thing. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but just know you're not going to get 100% out of 7 different things that you're trying to be good at. You're either going to be good at this, and that. There is no trying to, get 100% out of 7 different things. That's why, I had to, I wouldn't say limit myself, but I would say focus more on YouTube. Because at once upon a time, man, that was how I was thinking. I was trying to be that guy that was trying to be big on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter. But now I'm just like, no, YouTube is where I'm trying to go forward at and where I'm trying to be big at. So I'm going to just put my focus there. Whatever happens after that, it'll just collectively come together or fall into place. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's what I've noticed about that video, man. Everybody who's made it and who is successful, they had one intention, not 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different intentions. They just had one, whether if it was YouTube, doctor, surgeon, architect, whatever it was, that was their main goal and focus, and they went with that. So when you see guys or people with nice cars, nice houses, just know they had one goal. Maybe they had multiple streams of income, but narrowing it down, they had one goal to start. And then once that succeeded, that's when everything else started to fall into place. Just like how you guys see YouTubers, man. It's like there's people that do YouTube that are not even rappers at all. But because YouTube has opened the doors for them to do other things, like sell merch, rap, etc. Like, that's what opened the door, and everything just falls into place along with YouTube. You see what I'm saying? I have to use YouTube repeatedly in this example because, that's my forte, But yeah, just in general, anything, bro. So no matter what you guys do, man, what your dreams and goals are, go with those. Don't try to be that sort of person that thinks that I could do 4, 5, 6 different things and get 100% out of all of them. It's not going to work like that. Trust me, I know.
particularly being in creative arts, don't ever think of a goal. What should I become? How should I be? What should I create? Don't worry about these things. If you're devoted to the process, something will come out. Something more beautiful than you imagine will happen because you're devoted to the process.
You have to like doing it. That's another thing I meant to say, bro. You have to like doing it. It can't be something that you're just doing just to get ahead or just to, because at the end of the day, that's just, you're not going to go far with that. So like how he say, you have to be devoted to the process. So in other words, it has to be something that you like doing, to where, you know what, I can go through the process, good days and bad days, whether my video gets 2 views or 500,000 views, whatever. I'm gonna go through this because I love doing this that much. It can't be, oh well, I only got 3 views. Forget it. I'm not going to upload no more. Well, guess what? How far are you gonna get with thinking like that? You know what I'm saying? So it's just that common notion of, I like doing this, so let me put my best foot forward and do what I have to do. If I'm really devoted to the process and I want to see some results, you know, I'm giving you guys some true game right now.
Mediocre things you can do. So do not think of art and aesthetics as a way to earn a living. Living will happen. Living will happen. This is what I'm promising people of all professions, no matter what, especially if you're an artist. If you have a problem with bread, you come to me. I will make sure you have a roof and a bread. Only thing I want to see is you're focused on something, I don't care what. I'm making an open-ended offer. Anybody who's worrying about bread, you just come to me. I'll make sure you eat for the rest of your life and you have a place to stay. But I want to see you at least 12 hours a day focused on something, whatever the damn thing is. Nothing came out of your focus, I don't care. But I want to see you focused on something. I can't stand unfocused people, that's all.
Yeah, I can't either, bro.
I won't ask.
What pisses me off about unfocused people is the fact that they're distracted, so they'll try to distract me too, and I'm just like, nah, that's not gonna work. That's like another pet peeve of mine. Like I'm focused, but because you're distracted, you want to distract me too, and it's not gonna work. Hate people like that, bro.
Ask you what you're focused on, but I want to see you focused. Because if a human being stays focused on something, inevitably it'll yield. How can it not yield? The universe will yield to you if you're focused.
These are some of the viewpoints of Sadhguru on being an introvert. He presents interesting points that a person can employ to get the maximum benefit from understanding human nature. He shares the right way to tackle social anxiety and also to use an introverted personality to get maximum benefits with the power of focus. Did you like this video? What other topics from Sadhguru do you want us to cover? Tell us in the comments section. If you'd like to see more videos from us, check out the video showing on the screen. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. Thanks for watching and supporting your channel.
This video is an hour and 9 minutes long. What is next video? Save that. That's the end of that video, man. If you guys like this video, give it a fat thumbs up. Like, comment, share, subscribe, man. Like I said, once again, man, happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. Even if, you don't have a good home cooked meal, or even if you don't have a roof over your head, man, it's not the end of the world. You're still here. You're still living. So just be thankful of that, at least. But yeah, man, I'm about to get up out of here. You guys have a blessed one and a safe one. And I love y'all, man. Peace.